happen if...
I see what happened to...
Jason had nowhere to go.
Nope. Yeah. And Kenny Well,
there's only 3 people that really know what happened. That's Kevin Harvick, Joe Nemechek, and Tony Stewart. Matt's caught up with Tony.
Tony won. We see A.J. Fike in 43 gets in the side of the Aaron Crocker in the 6th car, and Brandon Miller 61 comes off the corner. Really nowhere to go. Track.
And the 8.
I think Junior got in the back of Elliott.
And nowhere for Denny Hamlin to go.
And Elliott then went down the track into the 11, almost turned him over, and here comes his teammate Casey Kane and rams into the side of the 11 car.
Greg Biffle was also involved.
And you know, Mike, none of these.
Matt. Oh, Casey Kane in the wall.
That's why Biffle caught him so easily. Caution flag is out.
Oh, trouble, turn 1. Casey Atwood spins.
Ricky Craven has spun.
Ryan Newman is the race leader.
Kane in the 96 side-by-side.
Yeah, these 2 guys just not quite enough room between them.
Yeah.
Don't really know who to put the blame on, but boy, this is bad for Casey Kane. These guys are trying to just get something going here and just not been able to do it this year.
I tell you what.
Drop to the inside. And then goes off into turn 1 alongside the 16 of Biffle.
And what happens here is he sees he's going into turn 1 really hot. He tries to stay off of Biffle, just locks it up and spins it around. It was.
He might.
Or did he get help?
I think he got a little help.
Oh, that's where Jimmy Spencer got his right rear flat.
Oh, man, that was heavy contact.
Has made heavy contact with the wall as well. That's Cale Gale. He got sideways, got real loose there, slid up the racetrack, had to chase it. He made some contact with Boris, and then obviously Boris lost.
Just gets loose.
43.
43.
And then tips Nadu to the wall.
Bill must be coming along here in the smoke. Can't see.
There he is. Just flashing past on the outside.
Yeah.
Back to the inside.
1.
Looks like Casey Kane may have gotten some help going into turn 1 there. He had Ruderman all over the back of the car. Oh, and you see Biffle right there. He's slowing down. He doesn't know which way to go. Oh, you hate when that happens. Yeah, you do hate it when that. And, you know, at first glance.
Happens here, Darrell.
I just think the 88 gets around. Yeah, he does. He just gets around, backs it up in the fence hard, a lot of smoke. And all of a sudden he starts down the racetrack and he has no control. Benson spins and backs up in the fence. And a bunch of other cars in are all trying to check up, and they get involved as well.
Jeremy Mayfield, a 19 car.
That's what hit the back of Jarrett's car so hard was Mayfield. Neiman.
This accident. That's why they have Patrick Carpentier in this race, is to get experience, get laps. This is not the kind of experience he's looking for, but he has to learn how to race these cars in close quarters like this, and he just got that firsthand right there.
In fairness to him, it's only his 3rd ever NASCAR Busch Series start. He said.
It's like the thing gets up here and he just comes around with him. Does a pretty nice job, actually, of not crashing worse than he did.
Darrell, he was well up on the straightaway, off the corner.
That's not unusual here, Larry. Just as you make that transition out of the corner up onto the straightaway, there is the car gets really light there, particularly if it's loose.
All right, here the cars come off turn 4. That's the miles per hour for Reed Sorensen. You see suddenly the car just goes sideways, and watch the speed just drop off. Ward Burton involved in the 27 car.
Coming at the time of the flag, Jimmy Johnson.
There
Trouble,
it is, hard
trouble,
on the
guys.
outside wall.
Man.
Kane and Martin.
And here they are, all cut. This is the big one we have in the All-Star race.
Tony Stewart.
Stewart had it missed, and Jeremy
Event on Sunday.
Now, you talk about risk reward. He just loses. This is a classic case of just spinning out again. Here's a driver's got a lot of talent, one of the best drivers in all of NASCAR, and it just proves that they can lose the car also. It's just not the rookies. And if you see all this carnage coming by.
Fuel mileage for the Dodgers has
got one on the wall on the backstretch. Todd Bodine has hit the wall hard on the backstretch. Elliott Sadler and Casey Atwood are in it. Caution's out. A hard crash for Todd Bodine.
In this race, it is not over by any means. He can get a lap back. Oh, a spin on the racetrack.
Casey Kane looks like he got turned.
Just wanted to know how much he'd done the last time in terms of speed.
I got you. Well, let's tell you. Yeah,
Over Casey Kane. He's going to have Kurt Busch come right across in the front of it there. Boom!
hello.
Could do for him. Let me tell you, if Dale Jarrett hadn't drawn up, he wouldn't have made it. I guarantee he grew up in the seat. And Jeremy, of course, was involved.
On the lead lap.
Looks like he may have. I'm not going to say anything yet. I'll take another look.
Looks like an engine or an oil line or something came off.
I'm going to say something.
Pit road is still closed.
19 and turn him into the wall.
Yep.
Comes off the corner, tries to get up in front of the 01 car.
Another rookie.
Not quite enough room. Probably should have possibly given a little bit there this early in the race.
But Darrell, that was also at a part of the racetrack, coming off the corner, 50 laps on those tires.
At this moment.
Oh, he got run into.
By Kane, I guess.
Wow. Casey Kane probably thought he was clear, didn't know the 40 was up there, but because you saw Casey just went.
Kane's onboard camera.
And that hurts just as bad as it sounds.
Oh, no! Just as we come back to Chicagoland, that's the race leader, Casey Kane. He took fuel only on the restart, and he's got company in the big pile.
Junior, the 8 car has crashed.
Dave Blaney.
Right here, Dave Blaney in the 07. They make a little contact, and it turns Jeremy into the fence.
And Blaney is.
Now we're getting to the, we're well past the halfway point. I think it's
trouble down in turn.
another transition. That's Casey Kane in the 9.
Caution is out. Kane is tagged.
Boom, there it goes.
Well,
Right front tire.
Right front tire.
Man, oh man. Matt.
BP, as Cousin Cole earlier said, looked like something broke. Tommy asked him, tire or does something break? He says, tire.
Oh, he just got jacked up. Got booted by Brian Vickers and then turned him right in front of Mayfield.
19 had nowhere to go.
Nope.
Well, it looks like the 43 got tagged by the 02 car.
Hermie Sadler.
And
Mayfield nowhere to go.
Yeah. And then, like I said, when something like that happens at a racetrack like this, I mean, you're sometimes if.
And here's how the rest of them got involved.
Oh, the 19 he just drove right in the oil. He was on the high side of the racetrack. There's nothing you can do. There's 17, Matt Kenseth. And there's nothing you can do as a driver. When you're going to a corner that fast and you hit oil, you are going for the ride.
Remember Casey Kane with what?
So and then this all most of a sudden recently he had problems right there going up through the corner and hits the wall, outside wall, and really hard with the right side of the car. Can't really tell from here what happened, Chris, but that was a hard lick he just got through.
See him wiggle a little bit, and then around she came. Gosh, that hurt.
That was a hard lick.
Well, that
This looks like right in the middle of turn 1 and 2, very possibly, maybe a tire went down on him.
Well, let's see if we
can see what happens here. Well, this started pretty early. It looked like Harvick got into Casey Kane.
Tell you what.
See the cars down low. Yeah, you can't go 4 wide in these corners here in Atlanta. Well, you can go in 4 wide, you just can't come out 4 wide.
We're in it, Tom.
So little of a space. But this is what we talked about just a couple of laps ago. Plenty wide enough for 4 or 5 wide, but if somebody just touches someone, this is the results.
Mark took a pretty hard lick there. He got a good hard shot in the door, and then he got another hard shot down at the bottom of the track.
At least 9 cars involved.
And because
This is Tony Stewart.
Wow. Oh man, that is a hit.
Oh my gosh.
what set the 9 apart? All right, he just
got high and got loose. That's a scary part right there.
He thinks he's good and safe, but Tony Stewart, the back end comes around and up the racetrack he goes. There's nothing you can do about that in Casey Kane's. And the Kevin Harvick make contact going down in turn 1.
And there we were talking about throwing the block, and that looks like what happened.
And the first 4 or 5 cars get through, and then about the 7th or 8th, I don't know, about the wherever the 43 car of Andretti, that was the next car to hit. And after that, there's no place for anyone to go.
That's right, the track just becomes completely blocked.
And Martin pull away just a little bit from Tony Stewart, who fires it in
Casey Kane lost it.
Oh, there's oil. There's oil on the racetrack.
Use my time. You got it.
Oil on the racetrack.
Mark Martin, Tony Stewart gets by. I think Matt Kenseth may have went up.
Charles is coming. Things are picking up. Business is getting ready to pick up.
I think that's his way of saying the plot thickens.
It sure does.
And he was in a bad situation there, Darrell, to the inside of David Gilliland, the 38.
If you want to know what sucked around means, well, that's what it means right there. He got sucked around by the car on the outside.
Is this Mayfield?
Watch him come out into Bobby Labonte right there. The wall, Strimmy, as you can see him almost rubbing the wall, and the 9 just keeps coming up. Yeah, they made serious contact right there. Probably a whole lot more damage to the 9 than it was to the 40.
And David Strimmy, the 40, was running in a 10th.
There he comes. He sees the car up in front of me, smoking. Bam. That outside wall. All right.
Yeah, a lot of different strategy. Watch Casey Kane. The car just snapped.
Let's see.
They got bottled up there.
Yeah.
Tony Stewart.
Biffle.
Looks like Biffle got in the back of 57, yes.
Casey Kane has reported on the radio he's okay. That hit one.
Turn 2 has been the hot spot. Oh, Aaron Crocker backs into the wall, and they start stacking up behind her.
Yeah, I'm just not sure that we might can see a different replay if she got help or not, or if the car just got loose with her.
Get loose. Survey says.
Did you catch the apron there, maybe?
No, I think it's just like Wally said, I think it's a little too close.
Alan? He said that one car took.
I wonder if it lit up with a little caution flag on the screen. Mine does sometimes.
It's mighty busy today.
Looking for a golf course
as well.
And, you know, and like I said, it doesn't take. That's all you have to touch a car on this racetrack to get them sideways and wreck them. I mean, you almost have to. If you can look at the left rear quarter panel the wrong way, it'll spin out.
I could take my hand and hit that quarter panel at that